Hello, how are you? I'm Diego Barco with Keller Williams, Southeast LA, and I'm super excited today because I'm going to get to cover the script we're going to be learning in our first week of skill drills in the morning. And like I said, we're going to be developing the skills you need in today's market. We're going to be developing listing skills, prospecting skills that are going to allow us to take on appointments. So let's get right to it. Let's get to the script. We're going to start out by saying hello, right? This conversation could be a cold call or it could be a customer that you've had that you sold the property to. It's just picking up this phone and saying hello and their name, right? You don't want to say, is this, no, you say, hello, hello, John. And then they're gonna they're gonna say yeah, or they're gonna be like, who is this? That's usually where you're gonna get. And then you just go right into I'm Diego Barco with Keller Williams, Southeast LA. And the reason for my call is to see how's it going working from home. Pause, right? It's very important you pause because if you speak after that, then you don't know if they're going to give you feedback. You don't know if they're ready to have a conversation, right? Let's just say this particular person says, "Oh, I'm doing great at home," "Oh no, I'm still working at my job. Everything's normal," or "You know what? I'm actually not working. I'm on unemployment." "Oh wow, I see. So you're on unemployment." "Yeah. Oh wow." I've spoken to a lot of people that are worried they won't be able to make their payments in the next couple months. Who do you know that's lost their job and had a hardship? Or are you the only one? "Oh no, my buddy or everybody at work or this, and that." And I always have pause and wait for a response because a lot of the times when you're a new salesperson and you're learning a script, you just want to get through the script and you're not listening. So that pause, listen, repeat and approve is you relating to the client. Okay? It's not just getting the answer and moving on, getting the answer and moving on. When you repeat what they say, people either don't want to hear it or they think, oh, this person is actually listening to me because everything I say, he's repeating it back to me. That means he's paying attention to me. That's what we do, repeat and improve. Okay? And that's what we pause to get an answer. Okay? So let's just say, yeah, I'm having a hardship. My mom's having a hard. Okay, and then you're gonna listen, right? You gotta listen, and then you're gonna repeat and proof. Okay, so your cousin or whatever, they're having a hardship too. You know, some people they don't know that they can negotiate their bills in the mortgage payment, but I'm really concerned about the forbearance agreements that homeowners are getting into. Do you know anyone that's entered into a forbearance agreement? Okay, so see, this is a yes or no question, but it's also a deeper question because sometimes they don't know what a forbearance agreement is, right? Or they just know that they're deferring the payment. The forbearance is kind of a technical word, and some of them will know and some of them won't that they've entered into this forbearance agreement. So you got to wait and pause. They're going to say, yeah, I know somebody, or yeah, I'm in it myself, or no, I don't know anyone, right? So you wait and you repeat, oh, okay, so you're in it yourself. Oh, I see you're in this yourself. Understanding what the forbearance agreement says is very important. It's very important for homeowners. We are current, and then you're gonna want to pause there, okay? So understanding what a forbearance agreement says is very important to homeowners. Pause. And we're currently helping by reviewing agreements and going over it with you as a courtesy. I would be happy to review the paperwork for you. Pause. Okay? Pause And then they're gonna be thinking, should I give them the paperwork? Should I not? Right? So because they're measuring, they're weighing out everything, right? And at that point, you're just waiting, right? Now, once they say, I'm okay. Oh no, I'm okay. I read it and I understand it. Okay. Well, we have a rebuttal for that, but we're going to cover it right now. Okay. So then you go, if they say yes, I'd be happy to for you to review my agreement, right? Then you go, great. Uh, So I just have a couple questions so I can best help you. Is that okay? So why do I say that? Because I'm going to ask a couple of deep questions. And if I don't get their approval prior to me asking those questions, the likeliness of them giving me a true answer or opening up to me go down. So this is why I ask permission for these deep questions. Okay? So I have a couple questions so I can best help you. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Okay, great. Let's get started. If you found yourself without income, would you have the reserve to pay your mortgage and the bills for the next 36 months? Most people can say no, right? So, yes. Oh, great. Okay. Now, would you consider refinancing to pay the amount you owe and have reserves if it makes sense for you? Okay. I tie that at the end, right? It's just most people want to be reasonable, right? So if it makes sense, they're going to want to agree with you. So that's what we're kind of setting that up. So would you consider refinancing to pay the amount you owe and have reserves if it makes sense? Yeah, people are reasonable. Yeah, if it makes sense, I'd be happy to. I see. Great. So you would be interested. See, you wait for a response, you repeat it. Now, is your employment stable at the moment? Yeah, I think it is. So, I mean, you're creating doubt, but you want to make sure that their employment's stable. I can tell you that a friend of mine called me yesterday and told me this major national retailer just closed 10 locations this year in this district, and not everyone's feeling like they have a lot of job security. So, I'm telling you, uh, there's a lot of decisions being made by corporate America and big retail. So uh, I don't think everyone has their job secured right now. I hope nothing goes bad, but we're creating those doubts, and it's real. It's not that we want to create the doubt; it's that this is the moment we're in, guys. Okay. No, we're gonna pause. We're gonna repeat and improve. Oh, so you do feel like there's some things going on out there, right? So you're gonna repeat and improve. So, and then you're gonna thank them for it, right? Because you want to be grateful. So, thank you for sharing that with me. Because sometimes they open up and they're gonna feel uneasy at that moment, like, oh, should I be trusting this guy I have over the phone, right? So you want to thank them first. So thank you for sharing that with me. Please remember to call your creditors and negotiate those to lower your interest if you have any credit card. Okay? Great. Yeah, thank you. I will try to do that. Okay, awesome. Now, I would also recommend you speak to Downey Capital to get an opinion on refinancing. Let's see if you can benefit from it. Let's see if you can benefit from it, right? See, benefit, we pop it, right? Pause and wait for a response. Yeah, yeah. Have them give me a call. Awesome. And then also I'll be emailing you my information so you can reply with a copy of your forbearance agreement. What's your email address? See what we did right there? What's your email address? So If we leave it up to them for them to email us with their forbearance agreement, we lower the chances. But if we collect their email, not only can we put them in a in a smart plan with an email and a monthly uh, uh, email going out there, but we can get them all of our information, our website, and all that stuff, and we're going to be more trusted. They're going to be more open for them to send over the forbearance agreement. Now, in this case, some people will say, "Oh, I don't have an email." Okay, great. Well, let me text you my information, my business card, and just take a picture of it and send it right over. Let's make it simple for people. Okay? Let's not, if they're not using email, let's switch it to text. Okay? Let's be versatile, right? Or if it's an older lady or something, hey, you know what? I live in the neighborhood and I, I'd love to drive by. If you could leave, a copy of it on your doorstep or somewhere in your home, I'd be happy to pick it up and then, give it back to you, right? Uh, so that's basically it, guys. That's the script. As you guys know, this is something new. This is something that we're developing as we go. So, is it perfect? I don't know. I don't think so. But is it somewhere to start? Yes, I think it's a conversation that we need to have. And if you make one or two or three calls with this script, you won't get it. You need to make 100, 200 calls with this script for you to feel comfortable and know when you're there. Okay? Just because you tried it two, three times doesn't mean that it doesn't work. You need to try it 100, 1,000 times until you perfect it. Okay? And as you go, you will change it to your liking because you don't need to sound like a robot. You you're going to change the words that you like to use, right? We're also going to cover four objection handlers Monday through Thursday. And on Friday, for our Spanish speakers that want to do role playing Spanish, we're going to cover all four, right? We're going to get them all in one. So let's look at objection number one. You don't need to review my agreement, right? Oh no, you don't need to review my agreement. Like a lot of people don't want it. Okay, I see. Okay, the reason The reason I offer is because I've seen lots of agreements. The reason I offer is because I've seen lots of agreements. I mean, if I can offer you some guidance, would you be open to sharing the agreement? You got to remember, some of these people don't say no just to say no, right? But it doesn't mean that they don't want the help, right? So if you offer a little value or a little experience, the reason I offer is because I've seen lots of agreements. So, I mean, if I could offer some assistance, would you be open to sharing the agreement? Right? So we're framing the close again. Okay? We're framing why and then we're asking for it again. What we don't want to do is we don't want to get a rebuttal and say, oh no, I'm sorry, and then give up there. That's not selling, guys. That's just asking. Selling is being able to go for it again and again and again. Okay? Rejection just slides off of us, okay, as salespeople. If you every rejection you get is the closer you're getting to that, to being able to help that client. These are people who are genuinely under stress. These are people who are skeptical. These are people who don't know what their next step is. So we have to be able to kind of be able to have them open up. Okay? And by you asking once, you're not helping. You have to ask multiple times. Okay, guys? Okay, objection handler number two. I apologize because I've seen, how to get the best outcome. I wanted to offer some guidance on what other homeowners have done in your similar situation. I mean, you would like to have the best outcome, right? You would like to have the best outcome, right? It's like people don't want to be inconsistent. So if you offer a little bit social pressure, they're going to say yes. Or they're going to hang up the phone on you because you're. But it's okay. It's okay because we just need to continue to move it forward. Rejection slides after this. Remember, guys. Now you're gonna pause, see, repeat, and improve, and continue on the script. Okay. Now I don't want to speak to Downey Capital for a refinance. I understand. I understand you want to speak to them. Okay. Now if I could, if you could lower your payment or shorten your long term, with a low payment, I mean, would that interest you? Right? If I could, would you? That's the framing of this question. Okay. At first, we want to like repeat and prove. Hey, you know what? I understand you don't want to speak to them, but if you could lower your payment or shorten your long term with a low payment, I mean, would that interest you? Oh, you then you shut up, right? And you just wait for them to say, well, maybe. Well, okay, great. Well, look, there's no commitment. All they're gonna do is they're gonna give you a call. They're gonna ask you a couple questions, and if you want to move forward, great. If not, no big deal. Okay, great. There's no commitment. Now, why are you calling me? Who gave you my number? Right? And I handle that one last because I know that most people are just afraid to pick up the phone because of this one. Why are you calling me? Who gave you my number? Right? So you want to apologize. You want to disarm them because they're getting really mad, right? They don't like calls. So hey, you know what? I apologize. I did not mean to inconvenience you. And you pause. I live in the neighborhood, and I'm generally trying to help. If you know anyone who's having a hardship, let them know they have options. See that? I mean, if you're disarming them right there, right? You're completely disarming. They're gonna hang up and say no, thank you, or they're gonna continue with their conversation. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to make them more upset that you called, right? You don't win. They don't win. Nobody wins. You're gonna get upset. You're gonna get heated. Just rejection slides off of this, guys. Okay, so I apologize if my call inconvenienced you. I live in the neighborhood and I'm generally trying to help. If you know anyone that's having a hardship, let them know they have options. And you see how my tempo's a little bit slower? Because I'm trying to calm them down. Okay? So your tempo matters. Your tempo matters. All right, guys. Well, that's the script. Once again, I'm super excited to get this started with you on Monday. The way it's going to go on Monday for the first 20 minutes, we're going to read it for a couple minutes, all of us together. And then we're going to do a couple role plays. Okay? We're going to do a couple role plays. We're going to break up. So show up ready. Okay? You don't have to have video, but at least we need to role play like if it was a phone call. Okay? Once again, guys, I'm super excited to see you guys on Monday, 8:30 a.m. sharp to 9 a.m. Let's build those skills.